certainly the best.
The Ekoko masquerades from Ute village, whose cult is connected with Obaeware and his mother, Elere, appear on this occasion to bless the Oba. Ekoko is a ritual masquerade that dances to please the guests and the Oba.
TV, certainly the best.
This is Anegbete community, situated in Isako Central Local Government Area of Edo State. It is an agrarian community with united people that promotes unity and oneness for peaceful coexistence. The inhabitants of the community migrated from Benin, the cradle of black civilization, a kingdom where king is truly king. The ancestors of Anegbete saw that age was the main determinant of leadership in the rural setting, and the eldest man in the settlement was regarded as the leader who presided over meetings, and his authority is held in high esteem. To further strengthen this unique system of leadership, age group evolved in Anegbete. In Anegbete, age group is categorized into two, that is, the common and the noble. Anegbete is rich in cultural heritage, as the community at noon saw the commitment of the festival with the first set rolled out in beauty colors to showcase their might and strength, indicating their feet and ready for the responsibilities behold on them. The streets in the community with a field up of young men and women adorned with the festival. Later, the royal family takes the stage as their children fight out royally and work in the community to showcase their might and fitness.
My leader. Thank you for joining us today on the program Healthy Living. I'm Adisu Wausawage, and today we want to be talking about something that affects not only one woman but women in generally, and some women can actually manage it while some cannot manage it. Okay, so it depends on the woman. All right, so we want to look at menopause. Doctors have said, nature has said that it is a natural biological process women go through, typically between age 45, 55. That's before, we don't know now. And it is when the ovaries stop producing estrogen, leading to the end of menstruation. And symptoms vary. So doctor is here to tell us the rest about menopause. So joining me to talk about this is Dr. Toyin Elizabeth Faboya. She is the Chief Medical Officer, University of Benin Health Center. Hello, doctor.
Thank you.
You look good, always looking good.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so we're here to talk about women palava. Talk to us, doctor. Menopause from the doctor's view. I just said my own from the research that I made as a doctor. Talk to us about menopause.
Thank you. Menopause, first of all, we should know that it's a natural process. It's not a disease condition.
And it's not a curse.
It's not a cause. It's a natural process, normal developmental stages of women. So it marks like the end of menstruation, menstrual period in a woman, you know, due to the loss or decrease in function of the ovarian follicular activities in the body. You know, women, we have 2 ovaries that releases eggs every month. So due to the reduce in the function in the production of the hormones like the estrogen and progesterone, so it will now lead to gradual reduction in the menstrual period, then before it will now finally cease. So we can say that somebody is in has entered menopause when there is no menstruation at all for 12 consecutive months. Because we also have what we call perimenopausal. That's before the menopause, around the menopause. And I mean, and this can take like 4 to 10 years, average of 5 to 8 years before the menopause. At this period, the individual can start experiencing irregularity in the menstrual flow. Both with the quantities, the volume can be alternating. Maybe this time around it can just be spotting for the normal duration is 2 to 7. So in this case, it might just be spotting for like 4 or 5 days. Then in another cycle, it might now be flowing heavily. In fact, the individual might think maybe there's something else associated with the menstruation. No, it's just because of that period with around the menopause.
So apart from the seizure of blood, what other signs and symptoms are there?
Because of the effect of this estrogen, these hormones in the body, because it's not only for that menstruation function. We also have the receptors in the brain, in the muscle, in the joint, in other areas. So
every part of the woman's body.
So that's why when the symptoms comes, it do affect the whole body. And this menopause is around age 45 to 55 years. Average age, the average age is 51 years.
51 years.
51 years.
And so menopause must come on every woman.
Yes. And some do even come earlier.
Earlier than 45.
Earlier than 45. So we call that one is early menopause. Then we also have the one we call premature.
Premature. Please describe that one for me. Let's see.
Premature is also the cessation of the menstruation that comes before age 40. Before age 40 years.
All right. A woman we've heard stories, we've heard some testimonies here and there that even after menopause, the woman conceive and bears a child, because you know during menopause a woman is not supposed to conceive, right?
Yes.
But as a doctor, how medically okay is that?
It's possible because we have what we call ovulation.
Okay.
Ovulation is when the ovary releases the eggs, that when there is now sexual intercourse, the sperm will now fertilize. So at times, especially around that perimenopausal stage, the individual might not menstruate, but they might be released of the eggs from the ovary.
Okay, and she can get pregnant.
Yeah, so you can also get pregnant even without the menstruation. Also, this also occur during the early stage of puberty. You know, when a girl child attains puberty age, the climax is what we call menarche. That's the appearance of the menstruation. So also around that age, the initial 2 to 3 years, because of this hormonal imbalance, so the girl child might not menstruate, but that doesn't mean that it's not ovulate. Okay. So once you are ovulating, there's possibility of pregnancy if there's sexual intercourse. Okay,
you know, like some women, once they hit menopause, they run helter-skelter from one hospital to another, one spiritual home to another. So talk to us, doctor. What are the best treatment options for menopausal symptoms?
Okay, before we talk of treatment, let's look at the symptoms first.
You know, you told us some of the symptoms already.
Okay. Yeah. So some of the symptoms, especially at the initial stage. We will call it vasomotor symptoms.
Vasomotor symptoms. Is that English?
No, it's our medical.
Vasomotor syndrome. Vasomotor.
Yes.
Okay. Vasomotor. What does it mean?
So there's this. The way it will manifest in the body. Okay, like 80% of women, they do experience what we call hot flashes. Yes, that hot flashes, a kind of heat sensation from the head down to the neck to the chest. Maybe that will last for like 5 minutes. Okay. Then goes away. Can also reoccur more than 4 or 5 times
in a day.
In a day. So then also because of the effect of these reduced hormones in the body, the individual can also experience what we call a sleep disturbance. Okay. Insomnia. Okay. Finding it difficult to sleep at night. Night sweat. Excessive night sweat. Okay. Then the person can also experience what we call headache.
You know, the last time we treated headache with somebody, he said there are different types of headache.
Yes.
Forehead, somewhere, you know, in the center. So at which part of the head will she feel the headache, so that the woman knows what is coming up on her? Is it all round, or there's a special area of the head where
most likely all round? Okay. That's the both sides.
Persistent headache?
No, might just be mild. Okay. But there will be disturbance. Okay. Especially in the sleep area. So after that, we can also look at the effects in the urogenital system. That's the urinary system. Okay. And the vaginal area. So
there will be problem there too.
Yes, there is. At that stage, there's what we call frequency. That's the individual might now start urinating frequently. Okay. Maybe with small volume at a time. Okay. Then there's also what we call urgency. Urgency is the feeling that when you feel like urinating, for example, and you feel that the environment is not conducive, then you'll be able to hold the urine. But at that stage, you will not be able to hold the urine. So if you are not fast enough, you might now see yourself wetting your body. And there's what you call incontinence. Because of the, we said this estrogen is not only for the menstruation aspect alone, it also strengthens the muscles and things like that. So when they are reduced or lack in the body, it also affects the muscles. Will not be slacking. It will not be slacking. Okay. So the individual might start releasing urine maybe with after coughing or excessive laugh and things like that. So the urine will start leaking. It will now start leaking out.
Is that normal? Because for some women, they will see it as a big problem.
It's a problem. So in which, if anybody is experiencing such, you should just visit the hospital. And there are some exercises that you can also do to strengthen the muscles there. It's called a Kenge exercise.
Kenge exercise.
In which you just have to strengthen. You know, there's a way you sit and strengthen your muscle down there. So you do it continuously. You hold the muscle there, you release it. So as I'm here now, I'm doing it. So
now you will teach me. You are going to teach me when we leave here. So you hold the vaginal muscle.
Muscles, you just hold it tight.
Okay.
For some time, then you release it.
Okay.
So you are strengthening the muscles around that area.
Okay, so once you're 45 and above, you know that you're approaching menopause, you should learn that exercise to save you from leaking urine when you don't even want to pee. The thing will just come on its own like that. Perhaps the woman should wear sanitary towel or something at that point too.
No, I don't think this is necessary, except if the person is experiencing it often.
Okay, so it's just once in a while thing. Maybe when you cough or you laugh too much.
Yes.
That's huge. So talk to us about treatment now.
Okay.
So what kind of treatment can a woman take for such
you know, I said,
an issue?
Okay, as I said earlier on, it's not a disease condition.
Okay.
That you start looking for treatment. I mean, are you getting it? It's a natural process.
Yes.
So except when it's not so disturbing, to the extent that it's now preventing daily activities and things like that, that the person might not need special attention. But there are some coping mechanisms
that you can employ. All right, let's take a very short break here. When we come back, you come and tell us about that coping mechanism and some other things like mood swing. Somebody did say that mood swing is another terrible problem when it comes to menopause. All right, we'll take a very short break now. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us again on the program Healthy Living, and we are looking at menopause. All right, Dr. Faboya, you did say that there are some exercise a woman can engage in and then treatment. Does this treatment include hormonal or non-hormonal treatments?
Yes, we have what we call hormonal replacement therapy.
Okay, how does that work?
That one is like, you know, I said there is a loss of now estrogen and progesterone in the body. So in the severe condition, that's a serious condition that the person is now, now needs to be admitted into the hospital, so they can now reintroduce those hormones. So that's what we call hormonal replacement therapy.
Would that not cause another problem for the woman?
Of
maybe
course,
like cancer
there's
or any
associated issue with it, side effects. So it's not the first line of treatment. So it's after exploring the hormonal treatment. The severe cases, so they might need to introduce it for some time and then withdraw it gradually.
Okay, that is when these symptoms are severe, woman can go to the hospital.
Yes.
But when they are not severe, normal, the woman can just live through it.
And because it's not a disease condition. I mean, you understand? It's a normal, natural process, that you now need to get used to. With this information now, it will now prepare the individual psychologically to be able to cope with it. Because some people, without the information, the pre-information, they do tends to think that it's not a disease condition without knowing that it's a normal, natural process, that is the menopause that they are going through.
Okay, now let's look at food and diet, exercise. You just said that exercise can help. That there's this exercise of tightening the muscles and Kenge, all right, Kenge, the Kenge exercise. Now, what about food? Can diet help?
Yes, of course, it can help. Like a balanced diet.
Okay.
Then there will not be need.
Balanced diet. Look at Nigeria of today before you mention that balanced diet.
No, but it's not as if it's so expensive. When you understand what it entails, we know that it's a normal, is our way of eating, just that we need to do one or two things. For example, we now need to incorporate vegetables and fruit to our diet. Vegetable and fruit,
very important.
Fibers is very, very important.
Okay.
And then we reduce spicy food.
Okay.
Because with that spicy food, it will increase these hot flashes of a thing. It will make it to get worse. All those spicy food. So you remove all those spices from your food, then incorporate vegetables and fruit to your diet. Then when we talk of balanced diet, it's just that you have to incorporate all the 6 classes of food.
Of food in it.
Yes, in it. Carbohydrate, protein, fat, your minerals, vitamins at the appropriate portion. Okay.
So at what point can the woman introduce supplements? Because when you go online, before you type 2 things, something will just pop up, a supplement for menopause. And how safe are these supplements?
Supplements, before you take supplements, you have to see the doctor and see if you actually need it. Although at this stage of life, there tends to be deficiency in calcium, vitamin D.
Okay.
Because you know, I said it's not only the menstruation aspect that these hormones are involved. They are also involved in bones.
Everything.
Bones. So around this menopause, post-menopause, you have osteoporosis. That's the bones will start thinning away and things like that. So, but you have to do, at least let them check your calcium, the serum calcium level, before you start. Because before you start taking the supplements, they will not be the one to see if there is need for you to take supplements or not. And if you take adequate vegetables and fruit, you will get these vitamins from your fruit.
You will not need all of those supplements.
You will not need the supplements. So if you can get your good vegetables and your fruits, it will give you the adequate vitamins that is required.
Okay, let us look at menopause and sex. I run a love program on radio, and there was a day somebody called to say that he wants a wife because his wife hit menopause. That means the wife is not sweet anymore. That is exactly how the man put it, that he wants another wife, and he was seeking advice. So, does menopause affect the sexual life of a woman?
Yes.
Yes, how?
Yes. There will not be reduce in sexual libido, that the sexual drive
for the woman,
even for the yes, for the woman, and even the men too, they also have their own issue, andropause. But unlike the women there's cessation of those hormones, but in men they have reduction. It's not totally out of the system.
It's just a mere reduction.
Yes, it's
but reduced. The woman is total cessation.
It's total cessation. So they also have that low libido, low sexual drive. And then most time it's not really their fault, because these changes also affect their vagina. So it will not make the vagina to be dry. So by the time they are not having the sexual intercourse, there tends to be painful sexual intercourse. Nothing
to help the woman, nothing to help the man?
No, there's something to help the woman. So if there's issue like that, there are lubricants that can be applied that will prevent that friction and make the sex to be enjoyable.
So the woman should not retire, because we also hear that from age 50 and above, the woman becomes very active in sexual activities. How true is that, doctor? Not true, I've been a lie.
Most times they are not very active. In fact, they tend to withdraw, especially when they've completed their family circle as per the number of children that they want. They tend to withdraw from the sexual activity. Instead, they get withdrawn because they now feel that it's for reproduction aspects. So,
and after that, they're already done. All right, doctor, as we are moving towards the end of the show now, talk to us generally now, how can a woman cope as we round up our show?
Good.
The things a woman should do to make her live normal life.
Good. They should be aware that it's a natural process. That's the first thing. That's the fundamental information that they should know.
They
that
should
is
know.
a,
It's
it's
normal.
a natural
It's
process.
not sickness. You're
It's not
sick.
sickness. It's not disease. So, and then the coping mechanism, maybe at night, make your room to be airy.
Okay.
Airy. Open the windows. Let there be cross ventilation. Then you can wet your towel a little and use it
to mop yourself. Okay.
Then
This is when
you start wearing layers
okay.
of clothes. Maybe the one with jackets.
Okay.
Maybe if in the day, so if you are feeling it, you can easily remove the jacket.
Okay.
And then if you are feeling cold, you put on the jacket. Then you can use all those lubricants for the sexual aspect.
Okay.
Then for the urinary symptoms, you can go through this Kegel exercise to strengthen the muscle there.
All right, Dr. Faboya, you have spoke so much. You've talked to us on this issue of menopause. So, Madam, know you today. And Oga, you know, some men seem to, they kind of withdraw from their wives too when it gets to that period. You know, they feel that maybe the woman is sick or something. So, Oga, please, you need to sit and help your wife go through this stage of menopause. It is not a disease. It is not sickness. You can actually enjoy sex together if only you can stand by that woman. And there are some exercises you should do. Call me later if you people have my number, you know. Just talk to us on our social media platform, ask after me, and I will learn that exercise from Doctor, and then I'll come and teach you, okay? So, Doctor, thank you for finding time to be with us.
Thank you, ma.
And we'll see you guys again next week on the show, Healthy Living. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.
Ugieni Madonna, Imagedion, Orero, Obesni Agbo, Manazo, or Ugieni Madonna.
You will have to serve the community for 30 years before you come to this stage. They will ordain you ordain title. Then by then you are one of the elder.
This year now, we don't read the year, so that's why we can do this year.
Historically, joining the Elders Council, an individual must have reached a certain age and must have made significant contributions to the community through leadership, service, or other meaningful ways. There was jubilation in the community as sons and daughters of Okada, both at home and in the diaspora, trooped out to be part of the ceremony with various homes of the initiates agog with festivities. Friends and well-wishers of those initiated into the Elders Council jubilated at the Ogwedion after performing all traditional rites. The elders, known as Edion, in company with their loved ones, danced to their various homes where guests and family members were entertained.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.
Welcome to Viewpoints on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji, and today on Viewpoint we're going to be talking about the current electricity issues and situations that we as business owners, as individuals, are facing in Nigeria, as over 80% of households lack adequate access to grid, as Nigeria's electricity sector suffers from chronic liquidity trap and infrastructural decay, leading to frequent national grid collapses, with generation dropping below 4,200 megawatts, far short of the 4,000 megawatts required for its citizens and population. It is a viewpoint on ITV, and we're going to be looking at some of the key issues affecting our electricity sector in Nigeria. I am Caroline Okonji.
In terms of security of it, we need light. And based on that, in some areas, it makes it difficult for us when we are on patrol at night. And we are even begging the state government to try and do something, at least by supplying street lights in some area that are dark in the night. In most cases in our community, there are places that is very dangerous, that without light we cannot do anything of such. For so doing, we want, as a matter of urgency, the Edo State government to try and do the needful, so that the security will be okay for us, so that we can be able to work effectively.
The issue of NEPA issue that you came from is very rapid to us, in the sense that the NEPA look as if we are not a citizen of Nigeria, because since a month there's no light in us. We have been passing through. Which NEPA, anytime they came a minute or 30 minutes to, they will come and bring the light to us. That is, we are not expecting them to come and collect their bill. Indirectly, we are expecting bill from them to come and collect. Within that hour or 2 hours, you will see a number of people with a ladder. They will come. They will come. And after their collection, there is nothing like light again. They will block us up. I think before we have this light, they mandated us to buy a meter, which we bought individual. We pay through the NDC, we have our transformer here, not through NEPA. Before we got that this light, they mandated us to write an application of submitting it to the NEPA as a will to them. And we work for it. We should not claim ownership. And we fought for the transformer. And after that, again, they came that there is no oil in it. We pay up to 1 point something a day. Before. After all that, they came up again, said it was meter issue again, that every community, every houses have to have a meter, which we did. We have to. I have my own receipt. I have my paper meter in my residential house here. So after all that again, they came up with a past bill. We, before we make that transformer, got that transformer, we been glass out for 10 years here. They came with a bill to us again that we need to pay a standing bill. We went to Tessame, their office there. After we left the one at the bypass, they were delivering us before they now refer us to the one at bypass. I don't want to mention name of the manager there. Got him there again. He said we have to go for all those things. We need to fulfill all those things which we did. After that, they now on the light for us. As they on the light, not up to a month, we are still in blackout again. So at the end of it, we went again. They said it was according to them, that the electric wiring merge. That was because that they now cut us off again from EOY again, which we not pick. Idamat again. The Chiri community, which is Kabetu, Igwoveme, and Igwekimi. After that, they brought a light for a week again. After a week, they cut us off again. They said, Ijowa is owing. We now went to the office again and told them that if Ijowa is owing, does that mean it affects our community? We are blackout. So I told you this. So before we sort all those things out, we have already made up our mind. We can do away with our NEPA. When our father was living with a lamp and all these things, we were enjoying it. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. We cannot be paying for what we are not using. So if they feel they want to cut us off from this NEPA issue, they should cut everybody off totally, so that we will know that we are not with NEPA. Not that after 3 weeks, they will not bring a light under 22 hours or 3 hours. They will come and collect their money. It's unfair to the masses.
The electricity issues and challenges that BEDC in the state is devastating, in the sense that as a minister I suffer a lot in terms of electricity. As an individual, not only me, the entire people of Edo State, and not only in Edo State, Nigeria as a whole, we are really facing electricity challenge in the country, in the sense that we are not getting constant light. Even though the tariff of electricity is high, people don't even get the light. I don't know how the government will enhance constant light for the Nigerian people, especially in Edo State here. We are seeing the government are not taking a proactive step towards this direction. But if the government will be able to ensure that people are paying for electricity and they are not getting electricity, government should take a drastic step in this direction by making sure if people have constant light, people will want to pay for it. But a situation where you don't see light, at the end of the month you see BEDC personnel coming to people's house to come to cut lights, is really a problem. My major concern is that let them provide us electricity and people will pay for it. But a situation whereby we don't have constant light, out of 24 hours, people cannot boast of 3 hours light in a day. It's a problem that we are really facing. People who are doing business cannot do business effectively. People who are doing business, they want to make sure their foodstuff does not get spoiled. Nobody can preserve their food again. Even though they cook, you cannot preserve it. Even though electricity for our artisans to work, they cannot get electricity to empower their equipment in order to boost productivity for the entire society. It is really a problem. The state of electricity in our country, in our state, is very poor. Very, very poor. We don't know how government is creating effectiveness on this aspect. We say Nigeria is generating electricity and the neighboring are getting electricity, and the people that are in this country are not benefiting it. Nigerians, we are crying. As a person, I am crying. We don't say as an individual we don't want to pay for electricity. We are not saying that they should give us light for free, but let them make light available and let people pay for it.
They often tell us the national grid is collapsed. So ultimately it's to develop enough capacity, the whole process of generation, distribution and the rest of it. And then the enabling law, the happy thing recently is that they have said is deregulated. State governments and private investors can now enter the electricity market, generate and sell. So we do hope that will be a great deal of improvement, because without electricity, really, we are going to remain in the Stone Age. You know, we cannot industrialize. Even domestically, we cannot have the comfort we should derive from electricity. You know, we should consider all the options, whether the new sources like wind, solar in our country, so that we're able to generate enough for our consumption. The darkness is cover for any kind of nefarious activity. Yeah, so if the place is not well lit or substantially lit up, people can ordinarily hide under the cover of darkness to perpetrate just anything, not just robbery, kidnapping, and whatever you have. Yeah. Don't also forget that we now have private investors. The government doesn't have so much to do with electricity anymore, apart from regulation. So they also have to maximize their profit. So it may have been a mistake in the first instance, divesting from electricity at the level of government.
Let me talk about the state where I live, where I reside. The total blackout is nothing to write up about. We really suffer when it comes to light. Edo is suffering. I think our governor is trying to, we have to do more. Our Excellency, Senator Monday, our governor of Edo, Executive Governor, you have to do more when it comes to that light issue. We are suffering. There are some of us who can provide electricity for ourselves, solar and all that. Maybe a generator, this was the case, maybe, but not everybody. And so at this junction, I think it is expedient that our governor looks straight into this issue and solve this problem. What would I call it? I don't know the right English to use. The right English right now, we have serious problem when it comes to light. Businesses are going down. Those selling drinks, those who have koro, without generator, you can't do anything. And the J is on the high side. Those small jewelry, those are better past our neighbor used to buy then 30,000, 10,000. Now you can't buy it. Then the other one is the Tiger and the LMX 1 point something for ordinary generator. So it doesn't make any sense at all. So begging on our executive governor, the governor that knows what to do, to please to look into us and save us from darkness. Then when it comes to these funny BDC people, we're raising a child that came from the US and the others. The first thing they learned in Nigeria is NEPA don't bring light. Children brought from abroad. The NEPA don't bring light. Can you imagine such? And so these funny people, 2 days, they'll bring the light on and off for 2 days. The next thing they'll come with their estimated billing. They start dragging people, wires and all that. It's high time. I think it's high time we stand our ground and let them know that we're not fools. We are Nigerians. We all own this nation. It belongs to nobody. It belongs to nobody and it's for everybody. We should stand our ground and fight for our rights. This year, but may they pack, may they go. NEPA still better pass. You can't go out at night when there is no light. The security issue is what the government is trying. I cannot chrome them in one day, but we individual too. Like the police used to say, see something, say something. But sometimes when you say something, they use you as a bait, and so we need to. Edo State government need to give us security as well. Nightlife in Benin is almost gone. But I also want to say kudos to our governor. For the first time, it was December free of bloodshed. It was wonderful. Look, we have most of our people in Nigeria right now, those living in diaspora, those living abroad. Many of them came December and this January. And they came and they're enjoying it. So I believe our excellent governor, our excellency can do more about that to give us more security like this. If you're traveling from Benin to Akure, Benin to Ifon, those roads are no-go area at night. You can't date. So I believe with all hands on deck and our governor and the police, our CP, let's hope and pray for our action governor to do something about insecurity.
ADDC, since they came in, I don't think they have done well by my own assessment. And darkness is synonymous with demonic things. and they have thrown their city into darkness. Benin City, Edo State as it were, is in darkness. And I think that the government should step into the matter to do something about the situation. Because the way I look at it is that, for me, I think it is deliberate. Because there are some areas that have light. They call it dedicated light. So why can't everybody have the same light? Because there are areas for 2 weeks no light, for 1 month no light. Some people have 3 hours a day. Some people have 1 hour. And if they bring light in these 20 years, people shout, hey! They'll be saying up NEPA instead of up BEDC, which is BEDC. So the thing is that government should step in and help us. People are dying, and most people are paying for darkness. They go there, they threaten people, they bring light when it is wanted for 3 days, 2 hours, 3 days, they come and collect money and they shut it down again. So I think the government should step in. If they are going to be thrown out, they should be thrown and bring people who can give us light, who are ready to pay. It was privatized. That was a good intention by government, but the people that did it, I'm sure they gave it to their cronies who does not know anything about the management of light, and that's why we are where we are. It has really hampered nightlife because we don't work in darkness. And then the only thing that is helping us now is this solar, and people put everywhere. And some persons that have money to buy diesel and buy fuel, it's not everybody that have that kind of money. So it has really disturbed or hampered nightlife, but government is trying to bring it back by putting street light and everything. So we commend them. We pray that God will give government more power, more strength, more wisdom to do what they have to do. And there's individuals are also trying by helping to lighten up everywhere. So we praise them. But for BEDC, I think they should go. Make better people.
The situation of electricity in Benin here now, I will give them at least 30%. They don't give up to 50% from areas. But I wish the government they can improve, because if you see what they happen to us now, we all they use our hand to define electricity. Some of us they go generator for us, some of us they get solar, some of us they go generate big blister. All these people get like hotel. So I wish the government they really improve for electricity. All those generators will become condemned for our hand. You understand? So people don't go for it. That money now they need to put, because that energy, that light will really need that. If light day for this, imagine if you come for here for Silok Road now, come and already put light, but in the evening everywhere will be dark. So where there's light, everything, even the security aspect of itself, with anything concerning light is too plenty. Maybe one particular. So we need light. If I come out for office now, if light no dey, we must buy generator. At least from office I dey buy at least, if I'm not mistaken, 5,000 every day for sure. Imagine times 1 month, na big money. And na money. From then I will go see look at people to come here say we want to go for solar. Make we use solar to stabilize them, because solar they give us more, make savings from the fuel aspect of it. So if you get light, nothing like light, your light can carry AC, can carry everything for us. And to the noise, no go even give you that noise issue. So we prefer light more than any other thing.
The light is our problem. We are suffering for light. You can see our business without light, we cannot improve. We need light. The show of light is because it's very, very, very low. I don't know if you're getting it, very low. We need light. The show of light in Edo State is very poor. Patronage is very low. You can see we bought fuel at least every day 10,000, 15,000 a day. But you can stay 2 days, 3 days, no light. The show of business is very, very, very low. Very low. So we are begging government to improve on the light aspect. That light, you cannot sell bulb, you cannot sell fan. You understand? When you have light, you prepare to buy fan. Not everybody can provide solar for his house. Actually, we need light.
Electricity in Benin City or in Edo State has been with mixed feelings, because to some they will give the positive nod that they are faring well with the supply of electricity, but with some become so epileptic of recent. Me personally, I have discovered that we are not paying for what we get, or we don't get what we pay for. The reason being that the regulatory body that's supposed to task the BEDC are not doing enough to satisfy a customer by way of ensuring that you get what you pay for. For those who are using prepaid meter, there are reports that suggest that even the prepaid meter is even overbilling or overcharging consumers, as against what the government is telling us. Only recently we discovered that the BDC keep complaining that the generation company is not supplying them what they ought to get, which will in turn affect the consumer. And even at a point, they also raise the issue of federal government owing them. But just recently, the federal government has paid a huge sum of money to liquidate what they are owing this distribution company. But looking at the experience of consumer in terms of the electricity supply, it is so appalling. They will either give you excuse of faulty transformer, which they left for the consumer to contribute money to fix, whereas it is supposed to be the onus of BDC to fix the transformer so that they can in turn supply electricity to the consumer who pay for that service. It's like you are buying a recharge card. I am not sure that the recharge card you buy is what they give you. It varies from quarter to quarter. It varies from consumer to consumer. For example, for those who have been using the analog or the estimated billing, you will discover that whatever they bring, which is not subject to negotiation, by the time you now procure your own prepaid meter, they will bring everything inside the bill and begin to roll out deductions arbitrarily without consulting with the consumer. Even the estimated billing they brought was not even discussed by the consumer. So, and there is nobody that is there to advocate for the consumer or to leverage on the complaints. Nobody to complain to. So that makes it very, very heartbreaking. So for me, I believe the federal government and indeed the lawmaker, the National Assembly, should set up a body where consumer can run to and lay their complaints so that there can be an equilibrium between the consumer and the BDC, for example.
To wrap it up on Viewpoint on ITV, we're going to be highlighting some of the key issues that was actually mentioned by our respondents, which some said it is as a result of poor maintenance, gas supply shortage, and poor metering, just to list but a few. And the government at all levels, they are expected to do the needful and do the right thing to ensure steady power supply for citizens in order to boost means of livelihood, especially for business owners in the country. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okunji.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.